We've got a bad spot in the track back here that we got to repair. So we're gonna cut that out. Cut from right around there, and you can see that's already broken right there. So we'll cut that out, put a couple legs on it, and then anchor it into the ground. I'm gonna cut that out. Then I'm gonna put a leg here and a leg over there, and then we're gonna dig a couple holes and then set that back down in there, and then that way it's got 2 legs to support it. And then we'll come back and nail these nail ends back in. Like that one's loose, and these are loose up here as well too. So that one's loose right there, that one's loose. Track looks okay other than that. So I just pulled the section of backtrack out, and you can kind of see what's going on. That one, they didn't put long enough legs on here, and 2, there's no concrete. It's just mud underneath there. Then you can see there's no concrete all around it, so it was destined to fail. So what I'll do is I'll probably cut that leg off the back, cut that one off the front, and then weld some 2-foot pieces on there, and then dig those holes out, and I'll just leave that one here in the middle, and I'll put concrete in that. So that just came right out, so that's not a good sign. That tells you no concrete in there, or very, very bad concrete, but it's no concrete most likely. And now I'll dig the holes here, and I'll leave that little track repair on there. I don't know, I might cut it off. We'll see. The other track underneath it's still good, but it's got quite a few welds on there. So let's go ahead and do the fun stuff and dig this up, and then we'll see what we come up with, what I decide to do here. Most likely, I don't know, 50-50, I'm leaving that piece there and just cutting it off here so I can get a piece, the sleeve on top of it, and leave that there. It's not going to hurt anything. May even be worth it just to rebuild this whole thing. I dug this backtrack out, and I found that it did have legs on it and some concrete. But what was weird was concrete got found was only partially around one leg, nowhere close to the other leg, and then none on this leg. And I understand now why they went so short, is because for whatever reason there's concrete all right there. I may just stub like a horizontal piece off it like that. The steel that was on the legs was still good, it's just not deep enough. So what I did is I just stubbed up right next to it, and then again we're going to figure out what's going on here. So you can see that I've cut the backtrack back there. I may cut it back a little bit further there, we'll see. But you can see I've cut it a good 12 inches there, 14, 15 inches there, and then I'll cut the same thing on the track right up here. And then I want to weld a couple other pieces on the side just to give it a little bit more surface area for the concrete to bite to. And then we'll just start mixing up some concrete and put it in there. And while that's setting up, we will weld these other pieces of angle iron on here, and we'll be looking pretty good. And as you can see, I used heavy wall. That's 1/4 inch. Really don't have to worry about it rusting. Well, I guess it's time to mix up some concrete and get it level. Well, I guess I'll set it in there first and then figure out what I'm going to do here. Whether it's just probably weld a piece horizontally there and then tack weld it to the bottom of here. Still got to weld a couple pieces on here. I'll just weld some of these brackets right here. That'll give it a little surface area. And then some of this leftover steel, I'll weld some pieces of that on there too. And that'll just give it a little bit more surface area, horizontal surface area for the concrete to bite to. Alright, got everything welded like I wanted it. Got 2 legs off there with that horizontal support. And then got 1 leg that goes all the way to the bottom. The horizontal support, and then 1 leg that goes all the way to the bottom with the horizontal support. Alright, I got this side welded, and
supports welded down there too. And then down there you can still see I've got this track to put on there. I'm going to cut it back a little bit further and then weld the track to it. But this time the track won't have all the support. The actual 2x2 and the flat's going to have all the support as far as metallurgy wise. And then once I put that concrete in there, then that'll form fit to the holes and add all the support that we really need. So we'll finish that weld up there, then we'll mix the concrete and pour it in. Alright, got all the welding done. So now we'll just dump some concrete in there and it'll be looking good. Well, it started raining, so I'm not sure how good this is gonna come across, but phone's doing all kind of weird stuff because there's water getting all over it. Alright, it's repaired.